It's all that.
And a bag of chips. Hello and welcome to the first episode of All That and a Bag of Chips. My first guest is Isaiah Torres, a colleague of mine from the TV club. Isaiah, what brings you here today?
You know what? I got the text. You said to come in, and I jumped at the opportunity to support my senior. And and it also said under it like or else. So I didn't know what that meant, but
yeah,
glad to be here.
So you have an interesting take for us.
Yeah. So
You don't like South Park?
I don't like South Park. I don't like generally. Like, I don't really enjoy any of those shows.
I feel like those are like quintessential shows you watch in college. And I would say you're not a college student if you're not watching those.
Well, that would be upsetting. This is my 4th year here, so guess I'm trespassing if that's the case. But no, yeah, I don't really get the humor, I guess. Rather, I think, or I understand the humor. It's just it's not my cup of tea. It's not my bag of chips, if you will.
So, like, do you watch TV then? Like, what do you do all day?
No, I watch TV. I just what's it called? Well, I'm starting to watch other shows thanks to you, and Spenser Trella, another friend of ours. But yeah, it's I generally watch like just regular comedies, like or I don't really watch a lot of sitcoms. I'm being introduced to sitcoms, but not those raunchy animated televised series. It's just yeah. I found that some of them funny. Like I can understand like for me, American Dad would probably be up there in terms of the humorous ones. It's just, I feel like the other ones are just weird to me.
To close out your interview here, you said you like American Dad?
Yeah.
Said you like the theme song?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, USA. I've got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a bag full of chips, and he's shining a salute to SCSU TV. Dun, 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 dun. Oh boy, it's swell to say.
Good morning, Spencer Lane.
Da, 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 da. Good morning, Spencer Lane. We'll be right back with our second guest. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to All That and a Bag of Chips. My second guest of the night, we share a name and a lot of other things, but I'm the one with the chips today.
And a girlfriend. Just kidding, we're not. We're both single.
Yeah, I know that. My second guest of the night, please clap your hands together for Spenser Trella. Hey, man.
Hi. Going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time. Family faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation. Going down to South Park, gonna be my fine.
Kenny doesn't come in yet.
Sorry, I don't know the actual thing. Did you know South Park? I heard you guys talking. I just want to say, I think South Park is one of the funniest shows out there, in my opinion. It's like literally, probably like my 10th favorite show of all time. I think it's brilliant. I loved how when they came out, they really were sticking it to the man. They are the only show that has made fun of, like, there's some things they've made fun of that they're literally the only show who, like, they definitely have gone into, I think, like, the Catholic Church harder than anyone else has. And, like, there's so much stuff that South Park talks about and makes fun of that other people don't. They're just fully just non-apologetic about anything. They'll make fun of anything. They don't give a they don't care about, like, big brands getting mad. They don't care about celebrities getting pissed off. That's really what I respect about it. And I find, like, a lot of the way that they portray things is done in a very smart way, and a lot of it is it's more of like it's allegorical and stuff, so they won't even come out and say that they're making fun of something until you really think about it and you're like, okay, no, this is actually about this. Like recently they did this whole thing with like Pajama Day where they were making fun of like mask mandates, but the way they did it was very like it was just about pajamas and wearing pajamas in the show. And you have to give South Park credit, they've been doing it for like 23 years now. So they've just, you know, and it's all pretty funny. I mean, obviously it's dipped quite a bit, but it's still, I find it very funny still. Though it's on Paramount Plus now, I can't watch it.
Who would win in a fight? Robotic Bigfoot or a two-headed dinosaur?
I think, so I think the dinosaur might have it, because even though it is a robotic Bigfoot, I still think the dinosaur, I'm assuming you say dinosaur, you didn't specify what dinosaur, I'm thinking T-Rex, is that?
Sure.
Okay, so like a two-headed T-Rex.
I'll allow it.
Is gonna be huge. A Bigfoot is at most 10 feet tall. A T-Rex is towering over him, and if it has two heads, you know, they're both going to be trying to bite at the Bigfoot. And even though the Bigfoot's robotic, it's going to have more strength, you know, all this stuff. It doesn't have to wear pants if it's robotic. Everyone knows it's state law in Connecticut, robots don't have to wear pants. But I think that the T-Rex would have it. The two heads would rip it apart. Even if it, like, jumped up and punched one of the heads, the other head is going to come in and get it from where it doesn't think. So I think the T-Rex might have it.
All right. Thank you for your input. And to close out the show...
Okay, well maybe... What are you going to close out with?
What were you going to...
Great Genie Debate, part 2.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
I just want to say, I was on here in the first iteration of the show, back when it was just Owl Dat, and it wasn't Owl Dat and a bag of chips. I know, now it's Owl Dat and a bag of chips. Totally, it's newer. I love it. It's like innovative. But in the first iteration of the show, I came on here when the live-action Aladdin was made, and I have to say, and I talked about the genie, and I just want to specify that because I think my points got a little muddled in there, because they were really hating on the genie in that movie. You know, Will Smith, who has come into some hot water since then because of his whole, you know...
Oh, you got a hot tub?
His shenanigans.
In the hot tub?
He probably has a hot tub. He probably does. But anyway, I just want to say, I think that I did like his performance as Genie in Aladdin, because they redid the character, in my opinion. So they took, you know, it'd be one thing if he went on there and he just tried to be Robin Williams. I think it would have been tasteless, and I think it would have been bad, because Will Smith isn't Robin Williams. No one else is Robin Williams. But he did it. He went on there and he was Will Smith. He was a Will Smith genie. And I think that's what kind of saved it. And there was a lot of other issues with the movie, but I think the genie was fine, because I thought, you know, it was just funny. He was like a Will Smith genie. He was his own thing, and he sort of reinvented it, so.
Thank you. Well, looks like that's all the time we've got. And I'm going to close out the show with my routine that I do every single show. It's about that time. Today's chips were Ruffles, cheddar, and sour cream. They were actually really good. I'm a sucker for a good sour cream chip. And do you know what time it is? It's time for the bag chug. Here we go.
What a good chip.